Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to tonight's live stream. Just getting set up here, making sure everything works. If it's your first time here, my name is Robin Shaw, and I am an English teacher for 20 years in Korea. So welcome. And today's topic is English Q&A. So if you got any English questions, this is the video to ask your English questions. Okay. Before I get started, I'm just checking the chat. Diallo. Oh, Diallo, you're always so early. Layla, Zakia, Jihan, Chengi, hello. Tika, hello. Florin, Angel, hello. Dila, hello. The usual people. Let's get some more people here. Thiago, hello. Welcome. So you guys right now, you should be preparing your questions, and you might see something new here. This thing. This is I'm testing out a counter. So whenever I get new subscribers, it goes up, and whenever someone unsubscribes, it goes down. Don't unsubscribe, but hopefully we'll get new subscribers. So right now I'm at 1,083 subscribers, and if it goes up, I will be happy. All right, so Florin asks a question here. 1,082, someone unsubscribed. All right, let's get it. Oh, you subscribed back. Thank you. Probably someone's testing. Is that real? All right, anyway, Florin asks, what is the difference between reap and gather? So, well, reap is not common. And reap is, I think, more for farmers. Yeah, reap is more of a farming term, and gather is just a common term, Florin. So this is reap. Yeah, it's harvest. When you're getting the crops from the farm, you reap it. It's cutting it to gather it. If you have example sentence, Florin, I can help you better, but that's usually what reap is. It's a farming. It's usually used for farmers or talking about crops. Lofty guys here, Kiramat's here, Tika's here, and Hyungwoo. That's a common expression. But of course, Hyungwoo, you will reap what you sow. That's a farming expression. That's a proverb, and it's based on farming. Ah, Florin, Florin, you can't say bad words here. Florin, you can't say bad words on YouTube because YouTube doesn't like my channel if there's bad words, Florin. So I can't really help you with bad words. Yeah, guys, don't type bad words in the chat, because if you type bad words in the chat, YouTube is gonna not help my video. They're just gonna think my video is a bad video. So if I see any bad words, I have to delete them. Sorry. Okay. Tika, want, one. Sound same? No, Tika. Those are very different words. Want and one. The vowel sound is very different. Want, one. And this is where IPA IPA is very important. Let's get into... I'm going to the IPA. I can't type IPA. I have to copy it because I don't know how to make the IPA characters. So whenever you want to know if the word sounds the same, you go into, I use Oxford, you use Cambridge Dictionary or whatever. And you can see want and one. Those vowel sounds are very different, so they don't sound the same. Want, one. Hello, Prakar, Win. Florin, can you give a list of bad words, Robin? No, YouTube doesn't want me to talk about bad words. I can talk in WhatsApp. WhatsApp, you could use bad words, but not YouTube. Zakia, what is the difference between sob and cry? Sob is just a stronger cry. So if someone is sobbing, that just means they're crying a lot. Like really, really crying. That's a sob. Layla, I agree with you. I agreed with you. I am in agreement with you. These are correct. I agree with you. Yeah. I agreed with you. Past tense. Yeah. I am in agreement with you. Yes. But all those are correct. So she asked, why can't we say this? I'm agreed with you. Agreed is not, well, first of all, it's not adjective. So if you're in agreement is close, but we can't say I'm agreed with you because it's not an adjective. Which one is correct? I never saw the man myself, or I never saw the man by myself. They're both correct, Ziad, but they mean different things. I never saw the man. They're both correct, but they mean different things. So I never saw the man myself. That means you never saw the man. I never saw the man by myself. That means every time you saw the man, you were with another person. So that means you never saw the man alone. By myself is alone. Angel, how do you say the word foe? That's foe. Again, the IPA in any dictionary. If you get the IPA and you look at the IPA, you can see that is faux. That X is silent. Faux. There's no more questions. Live stream is over tonight. He just came here to watch me. When she looked in at his window. Why is at use? Is looked in. She looked in at his window. That sentence is very awkward because you have two prepositions. You have in and at. She looked in his window. She looked at his window. So if you said, if she looked in his window, she's looking at what's inside the house or the room. She looked at his window. The person is looking at only the window, not what's inside the window. Lofty guy, what's the difference between school districts and office, education office? Well, the education office might be the central office, and then school districts. A district is an area. So in a city or a country, they might divide it into different districts, different areas. And all of those districts report to the Central Education Office. Hee-jung, hello. Hyung-woo, can I ask you about capitalization that may... Hyung-woo and everyone, this is English Q&A. You just ask the question. You don't ask me, can I ask a question? So Hyung-woo, I'm picking on you, because you're not going to cry, but that's a little bit of something that annoys me, is when people ask, can I ask a question? Well, that's already a question. So to save time, don't ask if you can ask a question. It's better just to ask the question, and then either I decide, yes, I have time, or no, I don't have time, or I'm not smart enough to answer the question, or yes, I'm smart enough to answer the question. So Hyung-woo, don't ask, never ask me if you can ask a question. Just ask the question, and everyone else too. Departments of education. Oh, it's called the Department of Education, not departments. The Department of Education. Well, you could have Ministry of Education, Department of Education. I don't know what they're going to call that in your country, Lofty guy. So Department of Education is just a government department for education. But school districts are the areas. There might be, in your country, you might have a Department of Education, and in that Department of Education, there's 20 school districts reporting there. Layla, when I was in the previous group, comma, I was getting annoying messages from many males, M-A-L-E. I was getting annoying messages. What kind of messages? Annoying messages. Wins, please sir, my typing speed is slow. Well, I answered your question, Win. What is your question? Florin, how do I know what is considered a bad word? Florin, I think most people learning English learn the bad words first. If you're watching any American movie, you know the bad words. And if it's a word that YouTube doesn't like any sort of negative word, really negative word. So yeah, how can I know the difference between won't and want? Yeah, there's the vowel sounds. You got to practice the pronunciation of those vowel sounds. So, of course, before you can say the sound, you have to be able to hear the sound. So I would recommend listening to words that contain those vowel sounds, especially the W-O-W-A. If you could make a list of a lot of words with W-O-W-A, and, you know, on the internet, there's a lot of resources where you can hear someone saying those words. So you got to practice your listening first to be able to hear the difference between those words. Yeah, and it takes a lot of practice. I know. Won't, want. You can hear my vowel sound is different. Won't, want. Hey, Susanna. Kiramat, what is functional English and what is business English? You forgot survival English. Well, you can function in society, right? If you live in USA and you can go to the restaurant and supermarket and your English is enough, you can function in society. And business English is you are working for a business and you have enough business to talk about, or you have enough English to talk about business. So those are different needs. You have different needs of your English. If you're going to the supermarket and you're going to a business meeting, the English you need is very different. Smart user, hello. Youngo, where's your question? I'm waiting. Ziad, sometimes hearing sentences from native speakers not clear to understand. How can I get it? Ziad, that's listening. Again, it's a skill. You got to practice. You got to practice listening every day, Ziad. Every day. It will get better, I promise. Every day. You're listening to me now, but I'm not enough, okay? You got to listen to other native speakers every day. Layla, could you pronounce this? Definitely. The boys were definitely scared. Or the boy was definitely scared. Definitely. 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 Florin, why English doesn't have a distinct word for old things and old people? I don't understand your question, Florin. We have a word. It's called old. It's an adjective to describe old things and old people. The word is old. Oh, Susanna, I'm doing okay. Tika, can I use, would you be able to make coffee for me? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. When he was awake, sitting, reading at his table. In the sentence, what does sitting mean? I understood that while he was reading. He was awake, sitting, there should be maybe a comma or and between sitting and reading. There should be something there. So he was awake, sitting, and reading at his table. So sitting, I'm sitting at my desk now. I'm sitting, he was sitting at the table reading. I'm sitting right now. I'm awake, I'm sitting, and I'm talking. Could you give us the example of bad words? Is the same one between slang words? Slang words are not bad words. I don't know why people think slang words are not bad words. I cannot give examples of bad words, guys. Listen, I'm not going to say bad words. I'm not going to teach bad words. And if you guys type bad words, I gotta delete the message. And if you keep typing bad words, I gotta kick you out. YouTube is family friendly, all right? So anything I talk about in the live streams it has to be safe for everybody, old people, young people, and children. So if I can't really talk about bad words, I can in the WhatsApp group. So if you want to ask me in WhatsApp, I can talk more about bad words, but not on YouTube. Florin, what can I do with just most frequent 100 words in English? I don't know the list of the most frequent 100 words, but I suggest you study the list of the frequent 2,000 words, and then you can probably do anything with 2,000 words. All right, I'm 5 minutes behind, so I'm gonna. Oh, France, hello. Mahir, Kurd, hello. Jean, what's the correct pronunciation of mammoth? Mammoth. 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 Kim Byung-woo, good to see you again. Robin, good to see your text again. I can't see you. Lofty guy, the economy is bad, so people don't open their wallets. Is this correct English? Yeah, but you want to put a comma there, not a period. So it's a punctuation problem. Excuse me. And people and economy don't need to be capitalized. Kierman, I am listening to you. I am hearing you. Are they both correct? No, right now you are listening to me. Listening kind of means you have control and you have intention. You want to listen to the radio. You want to listen to the TV. You want to listen to the live stream. Hearing means any sound is going into your ears. So right now I hear some traffic outside. I'm not listening to the traffic. If I'm listening to the traffic, I'm focused on that. But I'm not focused on that, but I can still hear it. Everyone here, you're focused on the live stream, right? So you're listening to the live stream. In the background, wherever you are, you hear other noises, but you're not focused on those noises. Florent, old people and old for not people. I asked for the distinction. Old people, old cars. Like that? You got to be more, you got to give more of examples, Florent. This isn't moving. Nobody is joining. I thought this would go up at least to 1. That's the subscriber count. Ugh. Layla, oh, I'm getting a lot of pronunciation questions today. Could you pronounce these? Sit, sat, set. You'd better sit down. She slowly sat up. A set of rules. Okay, so sit, sat, set. All right, Youngo. Again, as I said, the question requires more than 2 minutes. I'm not sure exactly when to capitalize international terms of different use of magnetic directions. Example words: south, southeast, southern. I think you always capitalize the directions. Let me check that. That doesn't take more than 2 minutes. All right, so the rule with, well, you got example sentences. Wait, I didn't scroll down. The direction of flight is north. If you're just saying north as a direction, it's not capitalized. But if you're using north as a place, it's capitalized. So if I said, here, I am traveling north. I live in the north. So the direction, it's not capitalized, but a place should be capitalized. So the direction of flight is small n. Number 2, I live in the northern hemisphere. That should be capitalized. The direction of this flight is southeast, small letters. So direction, small letters. A place, big letters. People from the southern area, which would be capitalized. Number 5, the building is located at the end of the north side. I would say capitalized. Lofty guy, by the way, I am Korean. There's a lot. Most of my viewers are Korean. I think 14% of my viewers are Korean. I check the numbers after every video, and 14%. Oh, my number went up. Thank you, new subscriber. 14% of my viewers are Korean. So out of 100 people, 14 are Korean. And very interesting that people from Indonesia, so whoever here is from Indonesia, you guys watch my video the longest. So thank you, people from Indonesia. You are watching my video the longest. Jihan, researchers said that under 10 years is the best age to learn English and speaking like a native speaker. What do you think about that? Yeah. The earlier, the better. Without a doubt. I think the age I learned was 13. If you could master English before 13, you could be a native speaker. But you should have a distinction between native speaker and fluent. So native speaker is like me. I grew up in the culture. I understand the language. But fluent means you mastered English. You can do anything to communicate in English. So yeah, when you're talking about kids becoming native speaker, yeah, if you want to be a native speaker, you should start as a kid. But if you want to be fluent, you don't have to be a kid. And nobody here has to be a native speaker. Nobody here has to be a native speaker. But all of you, a lot of your goal is fluent. You can be fluent in English. Are you kidding me? This sentence meaning, please tell me. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? We should have a question mark. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? Are you telling a lie? Should I make comic books in English? Yes, Florin. Try it out. Zakia, I have read some short stories and I got some new words, but unfortunately I cannot use in my writing. So what I have to do, keep the words in long memory. Keep reading. Those words will be repeated. The more you read, you will see those words again and again, and you will know how to use them better. Keep reading. I would become better at drawing and English after that. Yeah, Florin, if you like creating, and I think, Florin, you like creating paintings or drawings. Yeah, if you practice that in English, you got two hobbies together, it would be really good. Carrie is here. What do you think of the meaning of life? That's a deep question, and we would say, what do you think? What do you think of? No, we would change that to, what do you think is the meaning of life? And I'm not going to answer it. I just fixed the grammar on the question. I don't know if you're asking me the question or if you're asking me if the grammar is correct. Ziad, I bought a book and I'm reading every morning to finish it, and I understand every sentence, but I looked at the book at the back. I found it's intermediate level. So do you think I have to raise the level? If you understand 100%, then upgrade to a new level. But if you understand, if there's some stuff you don't understand, that's a good level. Win. My head was cloudy as I read storybook of Oxford bookworms. There are many sentences. Don't read that book, Win. The biggest mistake of anybody reading is you're not reading at your level. If you do not read at your level, you are wasting time. You are killing your motivation. You are doing exactly the opposite of learning English. Everyone here, you know, I push reading, but that doesn't mean you just go out and buy a random book. You have to read at your level. And your level is to understand 95%. Not 100%, 95, maybe 90%. But anything, if you understand 85%, that's too hard. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your effort. Don't read that book. Change the level. Find your level. Find your level, Win. Florin, I can make it from 1083 to 1082. What are you talking about? Cassio's here. Do you have any questions, Cassio? Smart user, how to develop reading habit if can't be consistent practicing alone. How to develop a reading habit? Well, first it starts with your attitude, that you tell yourself, this is something I need to do. All right, this is something I need to do. I need to do it every day. So it starts there, attitude. And then next is time. You need time for reading, and that's hard. So before bed, 20 minutes before bed can be good. Just make the habit. Make the habit. All right, Stephanie, sorry to hear about your internet. Zakia, I am listening to my friend. No, this sentence is wrong. I'm listening to my friend talk via cell phone. You would say, I'm listening to my friend talk on the phone. Maybe like that. No, I'm listening to my... a native speaker wouldn't say like that. We would just say, I'm talking to my friend on the phone. I am listening to her on the phone. I'm listening to her on the phone. I'm listening to... So the second sentence is still a little awkward because we just say, I'm talking on the phone. And that means you're listening automatically. Tika, sir, could you share to me links, polite words? I want to know all polite words. You already know the polite words because when you learned English, your teacher told you how to say sorry, please, thank you. Those are the polite words. May I? Susanna, what's the pronunciation of bear? Beard. Yeah, they're going to have different pronunciations. Bear, beard. Don't be confused by the spelling. They're very different vowel sounds. Bear, beard. So, Kia, what is the difference between north and northern? Well, that's a noun and an adjective. So, Zakia, I live in the north and I live in northern Canada. So that's a noun and an adjective. Tika, thank you. Indonesia. Kirma, it's me. It's I. Well, first of all, That's a very strange. It's a very strange way to speak. It's me. People usually just say me. So if I asked who let the dogs out, you could say it. I no. What kind of question you would say? It's me. Well, that's an awkward reply, and I'm not sure when we would say it's me. Do you have an example dialogue? It's me. I think because casual English is not going to use that, Kiermat. That's not casual English. So that would be, if you're going to use it formal, you wouldn't, I think you're confusing me because you wouldn't use the contraction. You would just say, it is I. But that's very formal and kind of old English. It is I. But casual English, people are going to say me, it's me. But it's I, it is I would be the formal expression. But Kiermat, I would have to see some example dialogues of that being in use. What English to English dictionary application should I use? All the English dictionaries are great. Every day I use Google for a dictionary. I use Cambridge. I use Oxford. I use those dictionaries. I'm usually using the dictionary on the computer. I don't use for apps. I don't use any specific dictionary except Google. I just type in. What I do for Google is I just type in a word, like if I'm checking the word northern, and then after the word I just put define. You type that into Google and Google will always give you the dictionary. So that's usually a quick way for me. Just type the word and then define. Casio, I'm 11 minutes behind. I'll get there, guys. Sorry. I'll get to your questions. Thank you for talk with me. Thank you for talk to me. Thank you for talking. Excuse me. With me. Thank you for talking with me. That's your sentence, Casio. Thank you for talking. ING with me. Thank you for talking to me. That's possible too, but you need the ing. Layla, in this sentence, he gave them all the treats that they could eat. Does treats mean he gave them what all? Treat is special food, delicious food, like candy or chocolate. These are treats, delicious food. So he gave them all the treats they could eat. So if he's talking about children, he gave them like candy and chocolate and ice cream. So those are, or cake, that's treats. Those are treats, delicious food. So on Halloween, in Western countries, you knock on the door and you say trick or treat, meaning the Halloween tradition. You say trick or treat. Treat means give the candy. But modern Halloween, we don't do any tricks. There's always just a treat. So you knock on the door, trick or treat, and someone gives candy, and candy is the treat. Zakia, Indonesia. Florin, I just found out that I know top 2,000 vocabulary words in English. So Florin, you can have a conversation with most native speaker, or all native speakers. You can have a conversation about any topic. And the most frequent one is the. Yep. Smoker, hello. Layla, I think less followers, you from Saudi Arabia, it's so bad to me. Oh, Saudi Arabia, I can check that. I didn't check Saudi Arabia. I think I only have one follower from Saudi Arabia, and that's you, Layla. Anyone else here from Saudi Arabia? I'm just checking my numbers. For gender, men and women, 66% of my viewers are men. 33% are women. And age, almost 100% of my viewers are between the ages of 18 and 34. All of you are between the ages of 18 and 34. For people that watch my videos, Indonesia is first, South Korea is second, and Saudi Arabia is third. So that's probably you, Layla. That's just a few notes about my live stream. Okay, I gotta move on. What about reading Disney books? Is that okay? Diallo, that is great. Read Disney books. Carrie Page, what usually do you do when you want to give up on everything, teacher? Is it a right sentence? I don't think it's... What do you usually do when you want to give up on everything? What do you usually do when you want to give up on anything? I guess that could work, but not the teacher. What do you do? What do you do when you want to give up on everything? What do you do when you want to give up on everything? Jihan, oldest and eldest, are they different? They're very different, Jihan. And I'm not going to be the dictionary on this one, Jihan. The best way for you to learn is you go to the dictionary, you check oldest, you check eldest, you come back with 2 example sentences. 1 example sentence using oldest, 1 example sentence using eldest. And if you still don't understand, I will explain. Because Maruthu, sir, I'm really happy today because I can speak English. Good for you. I'm very behind in the questions, but anyway, I'm very happy that a lot of you have new motivation, are newly motivated to study English and improve English, and I'm glad a lot of you have been listening to my advice. And I promise you, if you are consistent, you do this. You don't have to watch me every day, but you do have to study English every day. If you keep doing that, it's a long journey. Mastering English is a long journey. So if you sincerely want to master English, yeah, you have to put in the effort every day. And I see a lot of you doing that every day. And it's really, really... it helps me to keep making these videos. So good job, guys, all of you who are studying English seriously. Farhad, hello. Ziad, bear, bar? No. Bear, bar. Well, bear, the animal, context. If someone is talking about an animal, you know it's the first one, bear. I was in the forest. I saw a bear. You know it's an animal. Bear. Bear means, it's usually connected with bare naked, which is nude. When I take a shower, I'm bare naked. So context, shower, well, he's not talking about the animal bear. He's talking about bare naked. And bar, well, that's a different word. I go to the bar to drink. Hee-jung, what's the difference between via and through? Well, via, first of all, via, very important word for travelers, and it can have two pronunciations, via or via. I say via. Maybe sometimes I say via. And it's just a travel word, Hee-jung. So it's an important word. 99% of the time, you're going to see it when you're traveling. And they don't have the same meaning. So you tell me which hopefully you're not looking at Naver, because Naver is the worst dictionary in the world. Look at an English dictionary. Tell me which English dictionary you are looking at, because those do not mean the same. They do not have the same meaning. Sometimes they can have the same meaning, but not. They're a little bit different in meaning, really. So, Kia, how to write an abstract in a journal? What's tense that I should use? How about the result of the research? Should I use present perfect tense? So, Kia, sorry. It's at 186. Ooh, we got 3 subscribers tonight. Thank you, new people. Zakia, I never wrote an article for a journal, but I did edit some articles for journals long ago. I don't do that anymore. I don't know. I would have to check into that. I don't know how to write an abstract. Sorry, I can't answer you. That's beyond my knowledge right now, Zakia. I can check, but that would take too long. Well, I can do a quick check for you. Very quick. So the abstract is always written in present tense. Oh, Tika, what's the difference between schedule and timetable? I think timetable is more of a formal word. Because when you're talking with your friend, you would never say timetable. You would, if you're talking to your friend, oh, my schedule is busy this week. Okay, so there's many different answers on the internet. One person says that the US American English refers to it as a schedule, and in UK they call it a timetable. So I don't know about that. And one person says a timetable is usually a strict schedule. Like a train has a timetable, very strict schedule that doesn't change. But we have schedules every week that can change. Anyway, I'm just going to say how I interpret that. Timetable is formal. So if you're at a train station and a bus, they might have a timetable. When you take classes at university, you might get a timetable. But if you called it schedule, it's basically the same thing. Chingi, Sha, just call me Robin. I went to the army and forgot my English. How do I do? What do I do? Is it better to memorize the words first? No, don't memorize. Ingi, it's very easy. Oh, I know who you are. I know who you are. very easy to, your English is pretty good anyways. It's very easy to remember, start to remember words for all of you every day. And I'm not joking, every day you have to study English. Every day. Reading. You have to read every day, 20 minutes at least. Writing. You should try writing every day. Not with your thumbs in a group, but actual writing of something formal. You could write a blog, or you could write an email. You could write an email to me every day. Wow, what a wonderful thing. I'm not going to answer every day, but I'll read it every day. So you got to practice writing. You got to practice reading. Listening. Well, right now, most of you are practicing listening. That's good. But I'm not enough. I'm not enough, right? Because you got to listen to all kinds of various native speakers speak. And you got to speak every day. So the WhatsApp group can help you with speaking, because you can send voice notes every day. But you got to do this every day. So in Gi, you're Korean. Excuse me. And Koreans do not like to study English every day. That's why they don't speak English. But in Gi, if you really, really want to improve your English sincerely, it's every day. And this is not a joke. You don't study English once a week or wait until the summer until you go to some private academy. No, every day. Every day. We're at 187. Let's hit 2,000 tonight. Oh, how long have I been on? 51. All right, I'm going to speed up because you guys are waiting. Take a break, have a break. Same. Let's take a break. Let's have a break. Both of them the same. Florin, how many followers you have from Romania, Robin? I think only you. Only you. There's no Romanian. I have never met a Romanian student except you, Florin. You're going to be my only Romanian follower. Florin, why don't you tell your friends? Do you have any friends in Romania that are interested in English? Tell them to, oh, Romania. Oh. Yeah, only one. Only you, Florin. Grace. Sorry, Robin. I was doing my homework. I didn't realize the time. Time flies. That's fine, Grace. It's only English Q&A. You don't have to be here every day, Grace. You do have a life and you do have your own homework. Tika, a man asking, what is the usage of being? Being has many uses. I need example sentences. That has many, many uses. I almost fell down today. Does it mean I fell down? No, you didn't fall down. You almost fell down. 99%. You were about to fall down, but you didn't. Florin, why some of nouns have gender and others are not? Actor and actress. Well, Florin, you know all these Romance languages, English, French, German, they all come from Latin. And I didn't study Latin, but I'm going to guess Latin has a lot of gendered nouns. I don't know. Anyone here study Latin? So over the years, German, French, and English have evolved and changed. English has some nouns with gender. Those are probably very old words. I don't know the history of these words, Florin. But as you saw, some English nouns have gender. But those are probably older words. Jihan, last night an old man screamed and ran as if he was seeing a ghost. Yeah, that could be correct. Ziad, good to hear you're listening to my advice. Florin, do I make an effort to improve my English? I think you put in an excellent effort, Florin. Regi, okay. Hi. Long time no see. Smart user. Celta only for teachers? Yeah, if you want to teach, well, anyone can take Celta. You can take Celta, but the purpose is to learn how to teach English to students who want to study English. Anyone can take Celta. Layla, I need to talk to Robin. I need to talk with Robin. I need to speak with Robin. I think all of them are correct, but they have different meanings. All of them are correct, and the meanings basically the same. They're not 100% the same, but basically it's the same. If you said any of those sentences, no native speaker would think you're saying something wrong. Okay, see you, Susanna. You left 10 minutes ago. Grace, today I met a Belgium. Yeah. Someone from Belgium is a Belgian. So today I met a Belgian client who was married with a Korean woman. He can speak 7 languages, perfect at French, German, English, Spanish, good at Chinese, Spanish. He put Spanish twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are his? Does he speak Korean perfectly? Those are called polyglots. Polyglots. I'm just going to check. Yeah, polyglot. So a polyglot, these are people that speak many languages. Florin wants to be a polyglot. Oh, not good at Korean, but he understands enough. He talks with his wife in French. He talked with me in English. It was pretty amazing. I want to be like him. Well, you have an advantage if first you're born in Europe. If you're born in Europe, you're surrounded by multiple languages. So it's easier to pick up multiple languages like Florin. If you grow up in Korea, there's no other languages. So, Grace, you're not a polyglot because of your country's location. Grace, every day is so sad. Nowadays I study English twice a week. No, Grace, you study every day. You're listening now, you're talking. Every day you're studying. Reinhardt C., do you have any recommended readings? Start with, a lot of people don't like to read children's books. But children's books are amazing because children's books use a lot of slang. They use a lot of idioms. They use a lot of, very useful English expressions. So, you guys, I'm not a child. I shouldn't be reading children's books. But if you could find a good series of children's books, and I don't know any good series of children's books, sorry. This could, if you went through like 20, 30 books, you would have a good, strong vocabulary of, idioms, even proverbs and slang. If not children's books, teen books. Go into teen books, young adult, teens. But these tend to deal more with relationship stuff. If you like that. But very important, Reinhardt, to find your level. And best thing to do is go to the bookstore, open up a book, Check the first page. Can you understand it? Keep reading. Grace says, when we have 2,000, we can see your whole face. Why you make goal 2,000 people? Yeah, I said when I get 2,000, or yeah, when I get 2,000 that I will shave my beard. So that might be, I don't know, in a month. I'll shave when I get 2,000 subscribers. Just a goal. I'm checking. Nafas, I'm interested to be in WhatsApp group. Join the links. Layla, Robin, I am very proud to be your follower. Yep, that's correct. Myanmar. How many from Myanmar? I don't think I have many for... I don't have many followers, guys. So, from Myanmar, let's see. Myanmar. Myanmar is not many. It says 2 people from Myanmar. Hee-Jung, I've been using Naver Dictionary. It really doesn't make sense to me why Koreans use Naver Dictionary, because Naver is just a translation dictionary. Really, and this is one way Koreans have been getting worse in Korean, because when I first came to Korea, most Koreans were using English to English dictionary, but as the internet technology developed and most Koreans switched to Naver dictionary, and if you guys don't know, Naver is a Korean website that every Korean uses to use their dictionary, and it really doesn't make sense to me. Everyone watching me now, you must use an English to English dictionary. If you do not use an English to English dictionary, that means you're lazy and not really interested in learning English. Let's get serious, guys. Basic to improve your English starts with an English to English dictionary. It's going to be hard at first to use an English to English dictionary. But I promise you, after 1 month, after 2 months of daily using an English dictionary, your reading skill and your comprehension skill has increased. The easy way is to translate into your local language or use a dictionary that's translating. That's the easy way. And certainly with vocabulary, the easy way is the wrong way. Anything you're studying with English, if it's easy, something's wrong. So I'm going to be very strict with you guys. Teacher is telling you, from today, you use only an English dictionary. You can download Oxford Dictionary, Cambridge Dictionary. There's other dictionaries. You can get the apps, but start. It's going to be difficult at first. So all Korean people watching now, Naver is wrong. Naver is the worst dictionary because Oxford is 100% correct. Cambridge is 100% correct. Naver, I give it 60 or 70% correct. I'm sensitive about that because in the classroom, students they'll do some writing. And I'll say, why did you choose this word? And they said, well, Naver Dictionary told me. And I got a fight with Naver? No. Diallo, what's the meaning of thy dwell? You need a sentence, Diallo. That looks like Old English, so I need a sentence. Ali Hadi Yusuf, has he not handed in the key? Or has he not handed in? That's your phrasal verb. Handed in the key. Zakia, I am absolutely difficult to speak with native speaker. They speak fast and fluent. No. I'm going to fix up your sentence there, Zakia. It is too. We don't want to say absolutely. It's too strong. It's too difficult to speak with a native speaker. They speak too fast. That's how I would express it. Oh, he speaks Netherlands. Well of water. How can we differentiate these? There's never a sentence where well and well of water. Well, you got well of water right there. You know it's a well of water, Diallo. So there's never a sentence where you're going to be confused of the two wells. There's no sentence. Because it's easy to find well of water. I went to the well and I got water. You know which well. Grace, I mean, I'm not sitting on my desk every day. Okay, every day, Grace, is 2 words. Every day, 2 words for studying English. Zakia, what's the difference? Figure out and solve. Same thing. Jihan, I'm still confused about elder, older, because example sentences that tell me. Where are the example sentences? He is my elder brother. He is my older brother. No, those are different. So he is my elder brother. Maybe you have 2 brothers. One is younger, one is older, but we would say elder brother. He is my older brother just means he's older than me. Which dictionary did you use? So I'll give another example. I have 2 brothers. James is my eldest brother. I have 2 brothers. James is my eldest brother. So from that, I would know that of the 2 brothers, James is the older, but we would say eldest. But in speaking, most native speakers don't really care about elder, older. They usually just say older. So Jihan, you're going to be confused because native speakers are probably just going to say older, my oldest brother. But they should use elder more. Okay, Reinhardt, Ingi. This is an example sentence from Aman about her question being. Shares are being issued at a higher price. Okay, the being. I wish I had more example sentences. That's a good question. And I'm too tired to answer that. So the being, Tika, is just... yeah, I'm too tired to answer that. I'll have to ask me tomorrow again, Tika. Because I've been on it over an hour and I can see the answers here, but I'm starting to get cloudy mind. So Tika, tell a man I'll check that for tomorrow and ask again tomorrow, because I'll have a better answer. I'm behind now, so I gotta speed up. Yeah, I have the counter to let me know people who subscribe. We started at 1,083, so in 1 hour I gained a few subscribers. So Kia, I think my English is not getting improvement because I cannot use the phrasal verb in my sentence. I just always use simple words every day. How to measure our English level individually? Well, Zakia, I think your goals are unrealistic because you do not need to use phrasal verbs. I mean, there's a lot of main phrasal verbs you should know, and you probably already do know, but you don't need to master all these phrasal verbs unless you're living in America or UK or Australia, because functional English, business English, doesn't need you to master all the phrasal verbs. And Zakia, you might already be at a very high level, but in your mind, oh, I don't talk like a native speaker, so my level is low. No, that's the wrong thinking. That's the wrong thinking. When you compare your English, it should not be to a native speaker. Most people in the world speaking English are not native speakers, right? I'm a minority. You are the majority. Tika, how many people from Indonesia are watching now? I don't know. Layla, good. Keep reading children's books at your level. Grace, keep using English dictionary. It's part of the reading process, and you will get better. Yeah, guys, my mind is floating away, so I'm going to finish up in 5 minutes. So any last questions, get them in. Yeah, Win, get an application for English. Reinhardt, have a nice day. How can I know uncle whether from mother or father? Good question. He is my uncle on my mother's side. On my father's side, on my mother's side. Yeah, Hyungwoo has improvement, but Hyungwoo, you live in America, so you're going to have more exposure to phrasal verbs. But I'm sure, Hyungwoo, that's going to be one of the last things you master about English, because those are tough. Okay, Reinhardt, good night. So yeah, if every day 2 words, why the electronic writers on my phone editing it's to 1 word? I don't understand. Then your phone is wrong. Which phone do you use, Ziad? Is it Apple or Samsung? Ujjwal Sankar, how to pronounce corpse? The third word is wrong. There is no corpse. Corpse, and third word is wrong. Grace, I am gaining more weight recently. I am becoming fatter. I'm becoming fatter. Yeah, Tika. Sorry, man. Layla, the mother had a hard time holding back her laughter. I think the meaning of the sentence is she prevent her laughter to appear with difficulty. That is correct. So you want to laugh, but you got to hold it back because maybe that hurts someone's feelings. Yeah. See, I have iPhone 6s Plus. I don't know. Okay, Tika. Bye. Layla. All right. We're done. I am too tired now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh. Hyung-un, of course, comes in right at the last with a big question probably. Just to share my experience, I've also used English to English dictionary is definitely helpful, but in reality we may encounter a situation that we have to check again a meaning of a word. But Hyung-un, as you know, I firmly believe a language must be learned in a 100% environment with that target language. Does that make sense? You can't use I am being fatter, Grace. Written in explanation. In that case, I referenced your first language dictionary. I don't understand that sentence. When no dictionary can translate 100%. If you are checking the dictionary for a translation of a word, automatically it's wrong. Languages are not the same. They are very different. The exact meaning and usage of a word is different than your own language. So using your own language and translating a word, you just got the wrong meaning. It might be 99% correct, but there's still that 1% that's wrong. So with English dictionary, you're changing the wires in your brain. You're learning in English, the English way. So I always promote, don't ever go back to your own language when you're studying English. If the English dictionary is difficult, Grace, there's called the Learner's Dictionary. So you could find an app, and Learner's Dictionary are designed for everyone like you guys, everyone here tonight. Merriam-Webster has a Learner's Dictionary. So Learner's Dictionary, try to make it more simple for students like you. Okay, see you guys. Even level 0? Yes, even level 0. Well, level 0, you have to... I started Korean level 0. I had to learn vocabulary with pictures. Pictures. There's the window with a picture of a window. All right, there's no translation. So there are picture dictionaries you could use at level 0. You don't need to translate, ever. Zakia, is it similar meaning counterpart and friend? No, a counterpart is just like a peer. And I can't really go into that. Zakia asked me tomorrow again. Learner's dictionaries are free. You can find an app. I'm going to check. Because I'm curious too. Because I should start giving that advice to people, not just to get English dictionary, but look for a learner's dictionary. Learner's dictionary. And yeah, I can find a few. There's a Voice of America learner. Oh no. What am I doing? Learner's dictionary. So the Merriam-Webster has a learner's dictionary. There's other learner's dictionary. There's Oxford Advanced Learner's Dictionary. Maybe I'll download that and give it a check. But you can find a learner's dictionary. All right, Zakia. Yes, it's free. But yeah, thanks. That's gonna help me. I'll start practicing with that learner's dictionary. So next time I give advice to students, I can say, I've been using learner's dictionary and it's very helpful. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, or wherever you are, good day.